Have you ever met a woman who made your heart race, yet you couldn't quite figure out what she was feeling for you? She laughs at your jokes, looks at you a little too long, remembers things you barely remember saying, and yet, she never says a word. No confession, no hint, nothing, just silence, the kind that leaves you wondering, does she feel the same way, or am I imagining it? Here's the truth. Not every woman wears her heart on her sleeve. Some love deeply, even fiercely, but you'll never hear it from their lips. They won't confess first. They won't risk being misunderstood. And if you're not paying attention, you might miss it entirely. You could walk away from someone who would have given you everything. So today, I'm going to show you something most men never realize. The 7 silent signs that reveal a woman is in love with you. Even when her mouth stays shut and her heart hides behind a calm smile. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to look for. Because real love doesn't always announce itself with words, it speaks through energy, through action, through the smallest details. And once you learn to read these signs, you'll never misinterpret a woman's heart again. Let's be real. This isn't about guessing or daydreaming. It's about understanding human behavior. Pure and simple. The truth is, when a woman loves you, her entire being changes around you. Her voice softens. Her eyes hold a little more warmth. Her body leans closer without her realizing it. Love leaks through the cracks of her silence. But before we go into the 7 signs, let's first answer why she stays quiet in the first place. Why would someone who clearly feels something hide it? The silent truth. Why she won't say it. Picture this. You walk into a room, and her eyes light up before she quickly looks away. She remembers the tiniest details about your life, your favorite coffee order, that random story about your childhood dog, the name of your mom. She laughs when you laugh. She lingers when you talk. She finds excuses to be where you are. But when it comes to saying how she feels, nothing. Radio silence. And now, you're left wondering. You start to overthink every glance, every word, every text message that didn't come. You ask yourself, if she really liked me, wouldn't she just say it? That's the part most men misunderstand. Women who love in silence aren't playing games, they're protecting themselves. Maybe she's been hurt before. Maybe she's been the one who confessed, only to be met with rejection or indifference. Maybe she's afraid that showing her heart too soon will make her vulnerable again. Or maybe she's testing reality, watching to see if you are real. If you will make the effort before she lets her guard down. And sometimes, it's none of that. Sometimes, she's already showing you in every possible way, through her time, her attention, her care. But you're too focused on waiting for a verbal confession to notice the truth that's been right in front of you. Because love, my friend, isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hides in the quiet gestures, the small sacrifices. The way she listens, the way she remembers, the way she looks at you when she thinks you're not watching. You see, the deepest emotions rarely come with dramatic declarations. They live in the spaces between words, in the subtle looks, the thoughtful pauses, the small acts that seem ordinary but carry meaning only your heart can decode. So if you're tired of guessing, if you want clarity, real, undeniable clarity, then keep watching. Because once you understand how silent love works, you'll never see your interactions with women the same way again. You'll begin to recognize the invisible language, one that speaks through patterns, micro-expressions, attention, and care. And once you learn to hear that silence, you'll realize it was never empty. It was full of emotion, just unspoken. The psychology behind silent love. Let's pause for a second. Why do some women choose silence over confession? It comes down to emotional safety. Most women, especially the ones who've loved deeply before, understand how fragile the heart can be. When you've once given your love to someone who didn't cherish it, you learn to protect it. So instead of words, they offer subtle actions. Instead of, I love you, They show up, they remember, they care, quietly but consistently. It's not that she doesn't want you to know. It's that she wants to be sure you'll stay once you do. In her silence, she's watching your response. Do you notice her effort? Do you respect her boundaries? Do you treat her kindness as a sign of weakness, or as the rare beauty it truly is? Because for her, love isn't a game to win. It's a risk, one she's not willing to take unless she feels truly safe. So how do you know? That's where the 7 silent signs come in. These aren't random gestures or vague, maybe she likes me, clues. They are consistent psychological patterns, proven signals that reveal emotional investment, even when she never says it outright. So if you've ever found yourself stuck in that confusing space, where her actions feel warm but her words stay cold, then pay close attention. What I'm about to share will help you decode the mystery once and for all. But before we dive into the first sign, do me one small favor, if this is already resonating with you. Hit that like button. It helps more men understand what's really happening beneath the surface of silence. Because trust me, what comes next might completely change how you see her, and maybe how you see love itself. Sign 1. She remembers everything. When a woman truly cares about you, her mind becomes a map of your world. She doesn't just hear your words, she stores them. That story you told 3 weeks ago about your childhood dog? She remembers it. The way you like your coffee, 2 sugars, no cream? It's already in her mind. The fact that you hate pickles, that you once mentioned your mom's birthday, or that you wear a certain cologne only on Fridays? She notices it all. Why? Because you matter to her. You're not just another person passing through her life. You're the main character in her private movie. Every detail about you becomes a thread she quietly collects, weaving it into the picture of someone she deeply values. And here's what most men miss. Remembering these things isn't random. It's emotional investment. When she recalls the small stuff, the kind of things even you forgot you said, it's her way of saying, "You're important to me. I see you," not with words, but through attention. Most men overlook this completely. They think it's just being nice or having a good memory. But to her, it's more than that. It's connection, care, and quiet affection all rolled into one. So, the next time she brings up something small you mentioned weeks ago, pay attention. She might not be saying, "I love you," yet, but her mind already has. And that's just the first sign. Because as you'll soon see, her silence isn't the absence of love, it's the language of it. Let's keep going. In the next part, we'll uncover sign 2, and it will make you see her every move in a completely new light. You remember what we said before, when a woman loves you silently. She pays attention, she listens, she remembers, she notices everything about you. But most men miss this completely. They brush it off, thinking, she's just being polite, or she just has a good memory. Wrong, dead wrong. She doesn't remember everyone's stories, habits, and details like this, only yours. Because when a woman becomes silently attached, her focus narrows down to one person, you. It's not logic, it's emotion, and that's the first invisible thread tying her heart to yours. Sign 2. Her body always faces you now. Let's move deeper. Forget her words for a second, watch her body. Where do her feet point when you're talking? Where do her shoulders naturally turn when you're standing in a group? Human beings are wired in fascinating ways. Our bodies unconsciously orient toward what we value most. It's ancient, it's primal, it's the silent truth our posture tells long before our lips do. So, if she's truly into you, even when she's speaking to someone else, pay close attention. Her body will still be angled in your direction. Her eyes will flicker back to find yours. Her torso, her feet, her energy, all subtly aligned, as if she's magnetically pulled toward your presence. It's not an act, it's instinct. This is how magnetic attraction shows up in physical space, quietly. naturally, but powerfully. It's one of the most reliable signals that her feelings for you go beyond the surface. Sign 3. She goes out of her way for you. This one is subtle, but it speaks volumes. She won't chase you, she won't cling, but she'll show effort, small, consistent actions that whisper care louder than any grand gesture ever could. She brings you coffee without you asking. She sends you an article or a funny video she knows you'd like. She checks in when she knows you're stressed. She offers help without making it a big deal. And somehow, she's always there, exactly when it matters most. That's what love in action looks like. It's not fireworks or dramatic confessions. It's quiet devotion, her trying, in small ways, to make your life a little easier, a little brighter, a little lighter. And here's the key: she doesn't do this for everyone. She does it for you. Because you've become part of her world, someone who occupies real emotional space inside her heart. Even if she never says it, her actions already do. Sign 4. She protects your reputation now. This one reveals loyalty in its purest form. Watch what happens when someone talks badly about you. She defends you, even when you're not around. Even when staying silent would be the easier choice. She just can't. Because when you truly care about someone, protecting their name becomes instinctive. She doesn't do it to earn your approval. She doesn't do it to be noticed. She does it because seeing you misunderstood or disrespected genuinely bothers her. That's love showing up as protection. Pay attention to the way she speaks about you when you're not there. If she builds you up, highlights your strengths, and defends your character, that's not just kindness. That's her heart speaking through her words. It's emotional loyalty in motion. Sign 5. She gets nervous around you. This one's easy to miss, but it's one of the most beautiful. She's not scared of you, she's excitedly nervous. There's a spark in the air whenever you're near. Her laugh might sound a little louder than usual. Her words might stumble or get tangled. She touches her hair more often, glances down, adjusts her clothes, maybe checks her reflection before meeting you. Why? Because your presence activates her. Her body reacts before her mind can catch up. When a woman is emotionally invested, her nervous system comes alive around you. Her heart beats a little faster. Her breathing changes. It's her way of saying, without words, "You matter to me." If she's completely calm, detached, or indifferent when she's near you, that's your answer. But if there's a subtle electricity, a gentle awkwardness she can't quite hide, that's love. Trying to stay composed. It's the kind of nervousness that only comes when emotions are real. Raw, vulnerable, human. Because love, the real kind, doesn't always announce itself with perfect timing or polished words. Sometimes, it shows up as a shaky laugh, a nervous glance, or a quiet act of loyalty when no one's watching. And the deeper we go, the clearer it becomes. The silence isn't emptiness, it's full of meaning. In the next part, we'll uncover signs 6 and 7, the final, most revealing signs that a woman is in love with you, even when she never says a word. Sign 6. She asks about your future, not in a pushy or interrogating way, but with genuine curiosity and care. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your biggest dream? What gives your life meaning? Those questions might seem simple, but they're not small talk. She's looking for alignment, quietly wondering if her future could somehow walk alongside yours. When a woman loves you in silence, she's already begun to paint a picture of a life that includes you. In her mind, those moments start taking shape, peaceful mornings together, facing challenges side by side, growing stronger as one. She's observing you, not to judge, but to feel whether you're building the kind of life she'd want to belong to. And if she's asking questions like that, it means her heart is already invested, even if she hasn't said it aloud. In her mind, you've become part of her long-term plans. Sign 7. She gets jealous, but hides it. When another woman catches your attention, something in her energy shifts. Her tone softens, Her gaze flickers away. She becomes quieter, a little distant. Sometimes, she'll say something that sounds casual, but carries a subtle weight. Oh, she seems to really like you. But beneath that calm surface, jealousy simmers quietly. She won't lash out, she won't make a scene. Yet you'll feel it, a touch of silence, a hint of sadness, because even the thought of you belonging to someone else stings her heart. And that pain? That's love, raw, unfiltered, trying its best to stay hidden. Then you might ask yourself, so what should I do when I recognize these signs? Here's the truth. If you're seeing more than one of these signs, she loves you, and she's waiting. Maybe she's waiting for you to make the first move. Maybe she's waiting to feel safe enough to open up. Either way, she's there, emotionally invested, quietly hoping you'll notice. So don't just stand there. Take a step forward. Create a space where she feels safe enough to be herself. Show her, through your actions, that she doesn't need to hide her feelings around you. Stop waiting for a confession. Start responding to the energy she's already giving you. Tell her what you appreciate about her. Make your intentions clear. Give her a reason to believe that if she opens her heart, you'll be there to catch it. Because the worst thing you can do is make a woman who loves you in silence believe that her love doesn't matter. Don't be the man who misses something priceless that was right in front of him. And if this video opened your eyes to something real, leave a comment with one word, noticed, so I'll know you're paying attention, that you're learning to recognize the quiet truths of love. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because this is only the beginning. Remember, love doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it whispers, and the men who win are the ones who learn to listen to those whispers.